Hey, this is Susan from SmokerGrillGirl.com, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be cooking some ribs on the Pit Boss pellet grill, and we're going to be cooking them low and slow. So let's get started on the seasoning. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be seasoning the ribs with this Traeger pork and poultry seasoning, and then you can see that we have this yellow mustard, and what we're going to be doing this is we're going to be using the yellow mustard as a binding agent to help the seasoning stick better. So we're going to coat them really well, and then what you want to do is once you've seasoned them, you want to let them sit for about 15 to 20 minutes with the seasoning so before you put them on the grill. So then once you get the back seasoned, what you want to do is flip them over and season the front. And you want to pat the seasoning in to help it stick a little bit. You will go ahead and reapply the mustard on the opposite side. Okay, so we're just going to let them sit for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to get them on the grill. Alright, so we've preheated the grill to 250, and that's what we're going to be cooking them on. So we're going to go ahead and put the ribs on the grill. And what we like to do is we like to push the ends together, and what this does is it actually gets more meat on each bone. Alright, so we're just going to let them cook for about 3 hours or more, and we're going until they pass the smear test. And what the smear test does is when we can actually take a finger and none of the seasoning or very little seasoning gets on the glove. So we'll be back. Ribs have been on here for about an hour, okay, and you can see how they're drying out. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and spray them with we have some apple cider vinegar with apple juice, and we're just going to spray the tops so that they don't dry out while they're cooking. So you want to just spray them really good, and then you want to check them at least once every hour, just until they're cooked. All right, so we're just going to close it, and we're going to let them keep cooking. All right, so the ribs have been on the grill for about 2 hours, so we're going to see if they're ready to be wrapped. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if they pass the touch test, and what that is we actually want to touch the ribs and see if the seasoning comes off. And you can see that it still does, so we're going to let them cook for about another 10 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright, so it's been another 30 minutes, so we're going to do the touch test again. Alright, and you can see there's nothing on there, so we're going to touch it one more time, and it's good. We're going to take them off. So let me go ahead and get this other glove. We're just going to take them from the grill and put them on this baking sheet. Okay, we're going to take them inside and we're going to wrap them, so we'll see you inside. So now that the ribs are done, we're actually going to do a butter bath on them, and what the butter bath does is actually keeps them moist while they're cooking. And the butter bath is just a batch of butter, applesauce, and apple juice, and we're going to go ahead and put them directly on the ribs. And we're going to do this to both sides. And then we're also going to take some brown sugar, coat it with some brown sugar. Some more Traeger sauce. And some honey. And this is just going to give it a nice flavor when it's cooked. And we're using 2 pieces of aluminum foil so that you won't, so it won't tear when you're with the bones. Okay, then we're just going to wrap them up. Okay, we'll see you outside at the grill. Alright, so we got them both wrapped, so we're going to go ahead and leave the grill at 250, and we're going to put them back on for at least another hour to an hour and a half, or until the internal temperature reaches 206. Alright, so we're just going to let them cook, and then we'll check back in about an hour. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and check the temperature, and remember we're looking for an internal temperature of 206. So we're going to unwrap them a little bit and just check the temperature. Okay, so these are done, and we've already checked these. These need to stay on here for just a tad bit longer, about 10 more minutes, and then they'll be done. So we're going to pull these off, and we're going to take them inside and let them rest. So we'll come back and we'll take these other ones off. Alright, so both ribs have now come off the grill. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open them up. And you can see all the juices from the butter bath that we gave them earlier. And you can see they have a nice, really nice coloring to them too. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put some seasoning on the back ends of them. And we're putting some barbecue sauce on them, and then we're going to put them back on the grill for another 15 minutes at 250 and just let them caramelize. You want to lift them up a little bit and drain the butter bath off of them a little bit. And then we're just going to put them on the baking sheet with this rack on them. And you can see how pretty they look with that coloring and everything. They look really good. So we're going to go ahead and barbecue and season the top of it. So we're going to go ahead and do that with the second one, and then we'll take them out and we'll see you at the grill. All right, so we're putting the ribs back on the grill, and we're going to leave them for 15 more minutes, and it's still set at 250. And all we want to do is we want to give it enough time for the barbecue sauce to glaze over, and then we will take them off and do the taste test. So it's been 15 minutes, and you can see how nice and caramelized they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them off the grill, and we're going to take them inside and let them rest for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be cutting them up and taking a taste test. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, so they've rested for about 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just move this one over to the cutting board, and then we're going to cut off a few portions and kind of show you how simple and easy the meat is to cut into. So we're going to start off by doing this and just cutting, and as long as I don't hit the bone, it cuts off really easy. And you can actually see how moist the meat is, and it has a lot of flavor. It's going to have a lot of flavor. You can see the glaze. So we're going to cut off one more. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the first bite. So you can see how moist it is. If I just squeeze it, you can see the juices. All right, so let's go ahead and take a bite. Very good. You can actually taste the seasoning really well. It's very moist. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure and check out my website at smokergrillgirl.com. And this was our first time cooking ribs, and we really liked it. It took a total of about 5 hours. We cooked them at 270 or 250 the entire time, and we used the competition blend pellets. So stop by my website at smokergrillgirl.com, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day.